Hello everybody, back in the tunnel again, and it's raining. First time for 6 or 7 weeks. It's been as dry as a bone, and here we are. I'm obviously not running in here, so we can do a bit in here today, but it's rained quite hard last night. Excellent, the garden's looking really nice, horses are happy, grass is growing, all is well with the world. So, today I'm going to plant peppers and a lot of other things. You'll see me doing it in a bit, but we've got to rotate first. So here we go. Helps if you turn them on. Okay, I've got all the plants out of the greenhouse. Well, not all of them, but as many as I need. Jalapeno peppers. We grow all our own plants. I'm going to grow those in this little trellis that I've made. It's just a simple device. It just helps support them. You can see behind me here the tomatoes are doing pretty good. That's what we planted, I think it was 2 weeks ago. They're looking pretty nice there. Okay, so the lemons are back indoors because it was a bit chilly out. I cut the spinach down that's now behind there that's sprouted out. Courgettes are growing away nicely. There'll be some courgettes over on those before too long, as you can see. And here's my famous trellis. It's a bit higgledy-piggledy, but it supports them really nicely. Because, you know, come a couple of months' time when the plants are way up here somewhere, it all tumbles about, and you try growing them up strings and they get a bit untidy. So that keeps things together. Grow and prosper. The jalapenos are not too hot, just nice and tasty. Don't forget to save the pots for next year. Tight like we are. There you go, jalapeno. Just in case you don't speak Isle of Wight French. That's nice. You see the root systems are just found their limit. Snail shell. Old, I hope. They either needed planting or putting in bigger pots at that stage. This is a good time of year. Gentle rain, I suspect you can hear it on the tunnel. Smells beautiful. These are sweet peppers. That's a big old stone. I don't think we really need that in here. That could have a bit of aphid on there, curled up like that. Yeah, now there. I found in the greenhouse we've got quite a few aphid. Blooming ants farm them. The ants will carry aphids up onto the plants, and the honeydew stuff that the aphids produce is really sticky, if you've seen that, and that's what the ants like to eat. And the ants are farmers. If you put a bit of ant powder, they don't kill the ants, you can get rid of the aphids. Don't tell the tree huggers that then. Sorry to all tree huggers, I don't mean tree huggers. I mean people who care about ants. The guys who run the local bar down at our village went on holiday in the autumn and they brought me back a string of little hot peppers all tied together. Which is very nice of them. And I kept a couple. And that's one of them, and it should be him there and him over there. But what does it matter? That's a Scotch bonnet. And those two are chilies. And I think they were red and they were yellow, so I guess the different colours in them. I just put a bunch of seeds in. I'll give all the plants to everybody else who wants any. So. But you don't need to plant many because you get so many of them. And it's alright having chilies, but you don't really need millions of them, do you? Now we've got some queer old stuff to plant. Never grown this before. It's climbing spinach. Maybe some of you know about it. I don't know. Apparently you can either cook it and eat it as normal spinach, or you can pick the leaves and have them as salad. And that's a little gherkin cucumber. They're quite tasty little things, but we had about 3 plants last year, and I think we've still got about a dozen jars of gherkins indoors, so we won't have too many this year. He's already got one on there, just like that. And that's some early beans, haricot beans. The slugs and snails love those. Look at that. That one. I'd usually put a few in the tunnel just so we get a little early taster, which is quite nice. These are something else I've never grown before, and I've no idea. I'm told they're very tasty. Tiger nuts. There you go. I like to grow a few things different each year, but must be running out soon. And these are the rest of the tomatoes. These are Côte de Boeuf. They're great big ones. Some of them weigh sort of getting on for £2. But we use those in the conserving jars and make like a ratatouille mix with peppers and the likes. And we usually do 30 or 40 jars of stuff for the winter. Makes nice stews and soups and what have you. You can see the early potatoes over there are doing really nicely. The table's still in here just for the flowers, for the flower patch. You'll see us planting those later on. Now we've had a drop of rain, we can probably do that. It's a little corner of the road, down the road on our lane, where the dustbins are, but we pretty it up a bit by putting some flowers in there, which is quite a nice idea, I thought. So there we are, we're in the tunnel. Now I'm going to plant those spinach things, but I'm not sure. I think they grow up strings, but maybe I'll put some sticks in for them a little bit later on. Perhaps if you know anything about this stuff, you can put a message on there for me and tell me what to do with them. You've got to like doing this stuff, otherwise it just doesn't work for you. Cucumber, where am I going to put that? I think I'll put the beans in first, and if I put the cucumber down the other end, it can climb up in the corner somewhere. Yeah. Had a blinking mole in here last year, and the only way I could catch the darn thing, I ended up just sitting here quietly on a chair, with a beer of course, and shot it. Shot it with me 410. That stops him. What am I going to do with the rest? I need that bit of space. Let's put a couple at the back here. It's sort of crowding them a bit, but I guess that'll be okay. Wow, there's 3 in that one. Okay, tiger nuts. I've got loads of these. I don't even know if I like them. It's stupid, isn't it? Well. I've got a big old toad that lives under that plastic somewhere. Probably 2 or 3 of them. They do like too much hunting slugs that come creeping around. And there's a big old green lizard in here. Oops. Come on, out you come. Oh, you've got little lumps on the end of those. Perhaps they're making tiger nuts already. Every video I do, it's full of that plastic cockerel keeping on. Actually, it tastes nice with tiger nuts. Just give that a little rake over, just tidy it up. And now we can put our curdy bark. Got 2 in that pot. Bag grower. I don't know if I'll get them apart really. Maybe just break one out. Put it on top of the string. Give it a twist. Start him off in the right direction. Oops. Oops. There's one pot that won't be used again next year. Biodegradable, I think they call that. Just long enough, mate. Be careful we don't pull it out. I have heard it said that you should twist them the way the sun goes round, because the plant will naturally bend round to the east and back to the west in the evening. But quite apart from that, if they're all the same way, when you come through trimming and twisting them, as I'll show you later on, it's easy to do. You don't have to look, because sometimes if you get one round the wrong way, instead of just going, you suddenly find you've undone it and it's all flopping over. And you don't want it flopping about. I guess this is a case of tomato Tim strikes again. Oh, I forgot the string. You're talking, stupid person. Tomato Tim's lost the plot again. Much easier to kill weeds when they're little than letting them grow and try to pull them up. Just keep it clean. You should really hoe even before it needs hoeing, before you can see it. Like I said in the last video, you need to put the water all around them, not just, it's a bit dry in here so I'll put some close to them, but you need to get the principle of the water on the outside to encourage the roots to go out, and then when it gets really hot they can cope with it with a good root.